Welcome you all. On today's session, I will discuss about general analysis of radial flow power absorbing machines. The radial flow machines consist of centrifugal pump, compressor, blower. So now I am going to derive the first expression for energy transfer in radial flow turbo machines. So radial flow machines are always a centrifugal type. That means in radial flow turbo machines, the inlet and exit of the fluid taking place at the different axis or the different radius of the rotor. So in this case, for that reason, the U1 is not equals to U2. But generally, tangential velocity at inlet, that is Vu1, is maintained as 0. That means that is radial inlet flow at the inlet flow. This the below figure shows the velocity triangle for general radial flow machines at inlet and outlet. So this is velocity triangle. So in this velocity triangle, see here the alpha 1, so that is equals to 90 degree. That means the flow of fluid taking place in radial direction. For that reason, the absolute velocity, so here Vu1 is radial. The corresponding angle for that one is alpha 1 is equals to 90 degree. For that reason, the tangential velocity at inlet Vu1 is equals to 0. And this total distance is taken as, this is taken as U1. Correct. Now coming to the exit velocity triangle, so here the blade angle at inlet is beta 2 is lesser than 90 degree. This angle is lesser than 90 degree. So now consider this triangle OAB. So in this one, this AB that represents that is equals to U2, blade velocity at exit U2, and see the blade velocity at inlet. So this blade velocity at inlet U1 is not equals to blade velocity at exit, that is U2. So because of what, that is a radial flow machine. The total energy transfer is given by delta H naught. So that is equals to U2 Vu2 by Gc. So actually the basic expression for total enthalpy change is equals to U2 Vu2 minus U1 Vu1. But here the second term U1 Vu1 is equals to 0. So because of what? That is a radial inlet. That means Vu1 is equals to 0. For that reason, so delta H naught or energy transfer is equals to U2 Vu2 by Gc. So from the velocity triangle OAB, so that is AC is equals to AB minus CB. From that inlet velocity triangle, the length of AC is equals to AB minus CB. So that we can also write that expression as AC is equals to AB minus the CB is written as OC cot beta 2. Here CB is equals to, the CB length is taken as OC cot beta 2. So now Vu2, the tangential velocity at exit is equals to U2 minus Vf2 cot beta 2. So once again that is written in terms of Vf2 cot beta 2 here. That means the Vu2 is equals to U2 minus Vf2 cot beta 2. Now total enthalpy change is equals to U2 by Gc. So from this expression here, total enthalpy change is equals to U2 Vu2 by Gc. So here U2 by Gc and Vu2, the Vu2 is here. The Vu2 is equals to this expression for Vu2. Vu2 is equals to U2 minus Vf2 cot beta 2. So same thing is substituted here. The U2 by Gc, U2 minus Vf2 cot beta 2. So that is the expression for total enthalpy change in radial flow power absorbing machines. So coming to the second derivation, that is a degree of reaction R. Degree of reaction R for radial inlet, that is alpha 1 is equals to 90 degree. So because of that alpha 1 is equals to 90 degree, Vu1 is equals to 0 and the flow velocity at inlet, the Vf1 is equals to V1, that is equals to Vf2. That means the flow velocity at inlet is equals to flow velocity at exit. For that reason Vf1 is equals to Vf2. So then the degree of reaction R is equals to U2 Vu2 by Gc minus V2 square minus V1 square by 2 Gc to the ratio of U2 Vu2 by Gc. So that is degree of reaction is equals to static head to total head. So now R is equals to U2 Vu2. So here Gc is here, Gc terms get cancelled here. So now U2 Vu2 minus V2 square minus V1 square by 2 is here and to the ratio of U2 Vu2. From the outlet velocity triangle OAB, so according to that, degree of reaction R is equals to U2 Vu2 minus, now V2 square is equals to, so here V2 square, so this V2 square is written as, that is Vf2 square plus Vu2 square, correct? The V2 square is equals to written as Vf2 square plus Vu2 square minus the Vu1 square is equals to Vf2 square. So according to the relation Vf1 is equals to V1. So according to that V1 square is equals to Vf2 square by 2 and denominator, that is U2 Vu2. Now after simplifying this one, say U2 Vu2 and here the open of this bracket. So now here Vf2 minus Vf2 square and here once again minus Vf2 square is there, that will get cancelled. After simplifying that, the degree of reaction R is equals to once again the U2 square by Vu2 square to the ratio of U2 minus U2 into Vu2 by U2 into Vu2, that is taken as 1 minus, so here the remaining terms is what, the minus of this minus V2 square is at the this term is get remain and denominator this 2 into U2 Vu2. So that means the degree of reaction R is equals to 1 minus Vu2 square to the ratio of 2 U2 Vu2. So now R is equals to, after simplifying that, the R is equals to 1 minus Vu2 by 2 U2. So we can also write this one as the degree of reaction R is equals to 1 minus this Vu2. The Vu2 is equals to what? The Vu2 is equals to taken as U2 minus Vf2 cot beta 2. Once again we can write this Vu2 is equals to U2 minus Vf2 cot beta 2 to the ratio of 2U2, to the ratio of 2U2. Once again simplify this one. There is 1 minus, say, u2 by 2 u2, that is this u2 u2 ones get cancelled, that is the remaining term is 1 by 2 into minus, so here Vf2 cot beta 2, Vf2 cot beta 2, and once again it's the u2 is here, and then later this 1 by 2 is taken outside. After taking that common outside 1 by 2, the 1 minus Vf2 cot beta 2 by u. So then degree of reaction R is equals to half into 1 plus Vf2 cot beta 2 by 2. So that is the expression for degree of reaction for radial flow power absorbing turbo machine. There is R is equals to half into 1 plus Vf2 cot beta 2 by u2. So from the above equation, the degree of reaction, the following conclusion can be made. Say now you substitute the beta 2 is equals to 90 degree. The first case, the beta 2 is equals to 90 degree. So at that time R is equals to degree of reaction, R is equals to half only. That means the static pressure rise inside the rotor is equals to change in absolute kinetic energy. In case beta 2 is equals to 90 degree, the degree of reaction is equals to R, that means 0.5, that is 50% of reaction turbine turbo machine, that is the static pressure rise inside the rotor is equals to change in absolute kinetic energy. The second conclusion is that in case beta 2 is in between 0 and 90 degree, then the cot beta 2 is positive, hence degree of reaction is greater than half. Correct. In case that beta 2 angle is in between 0 and 90, at that time, so this degree of reaction is greater than half. And third conclusion is, if beta 2 in between 90 degree and 180 degree, the cot beta 2 is negative and R is less than half. So these are the three conclusions are obtained from that degree of reactions expression. Now coming to the next expression, that is head capacity curve for radial outward flow devices. That is also called as HQ curve for radial outward flow devices. Centrifugal pump, centrifugal blower, etc. are of radial outward flow device are also called as centrifugal machines, as the fluid throwing away from the axis of the rotation. That means in case of centrifugal pump, so here the inlet of the fluid is taking place at the center I section of the impeller. So then that fluid is flowing along the rotor surface, finally it is get exited at the outer circumference of the impeller. So that is what radial outward flow machines. So usually for centrifugal pumps, the tangential component of velocity Vu1 is equals to 0. So that is equals to alpha 1 is equals to 90 degree. For that reason tangential velocity Vu1 is equals to 0. So with this assumption, velocity triangles are as follows. So this is the velocity triangle for that given condition. So in this one, the alpha 1 is equals to 90 degree. For that reason, the Vu1 is equals to 0. So according to that, the V1 is equals to Vf1. That is absolute velocity at inlet is equals to flow velocity at inlet. That is also called as there is no whirl component at inlet. So this one is called as with no whirl component at inlet, means there is no, that is equals to Vu1 is equals to 0 at inlet. So now energy transfer or total enthalpy change or energy head is given by U2 Vu2 minus U1 Vu1 by Gc. So that is expression for energy transfer. The general expression for energy head or energy transfer is given by U2 VU2 minus U1 VU1 by Gc. So now, so here VU1 is equals to 0, right? This VU1 is equals to 0. For that reason, this term get cancelled. The finally remaining one is what? The energy head is equals to U2 VU2 by Gc. From outlet velocity triangle, VU2 is equals to, the length of VU2 is equals to U2 minus VF2 cot beta 2. VU2 is equals to U2 VF2 cot beta 2. So now energy head expression becomes GH is equals to U2. So instead of VU2 substitute what U2 VF2 U2 minus VF2 cot beta 2 here to the ratio of GC. So that is equals to, this one is U2 is here, that is multiplied with this one, that is U2 square, and once again this is multiplied with this term, that is U2 VF2 cot beta 2 by GC. Also, the discharge Q is equals to the product of area of flow and velocity of flow. The Q is given by A into V. A is equals to area of flow and V represents velocity of flow. For that reason, the Q is equals to the expression for or expression for this area of flow is equals to pi d2 b2 into velocity of flow is equals to Vf2. So now Vf2 is equals to, so now I want to take what value of this Vf2. The Vf2 is equals to Q by pi d2 b2. So where d2 is equals to diameter of the impeller at outlet and b2 is equals to width of the impeller at outlet. So now equation becomes, that is energy head is equals to U2 square by Gc minus U2 Gc cot beta 2. So instead of Vf2 we have to substitute this, that is Q by pi d2 b2. So now that head is equals to, energy head is equals to U2 square by Gc minus U2 cot beta 2 into Q divided by the ratio of pi d2 b2 G. Hence the head is equals to K1 minus K2 into Q. So here constant is taken K1 as well as a constant K2 here. So here where constants K1 is equals to U2 square by G and K2 is equals to U2 cot beta 2 to the ratio of pi d2 b2 G. These are the two constants are taken in this expression, that is a K1 and K2. So now we are deriving the expression for head and discharge curve. So here this H represents what? Head here, and Q represents what? The capacity of flow or discharge. By using the above equation, we can draw head discharge curve for a given impeller exit angle, there is a beta 2 for different values of discharge. So after taking the different angles, the head and discharge curve is plotted over here. So here the x-axis that shows the discharge or capacity of flow and y-axis is given with what? Head. So in case the beta 2 is equals to 90 degree, if you in case you substitute that beta 2 value is 90 degree in that previous expression, so at that time, so this was beta 2 is equals to that, at that time head and discharge remains, this head remains constant, that is what? The radial flow machines. So in case the beta 2 value is lesser than 90 degree, the beta 2 is equals to 90 degree, so at that time see the relations between this head and discharge. As the discharge increases, the head drops, but as the discharge increases, this head drops here, so that is also called as what? The backward curve blades. In case the beta 2 is greater than 90 degree, 90 degree, so here head increases as the discharge increases, and that is called as what? The forward curved blades. But in beta 2 is equals to 90 degree, as the discharge increases, the head remains constant, that is called as what? The radial blades. So this one shows for the head discharge relations for a power absorbing type of the turbo machines. So in this session we discussed about the radial flow machines, and we derived some two expressions for the energy transfer in radial flow power absorbing turbo machine. So what is the expression for degree of reaction R for radial flow power absorbing type of turbo machine, and also we discussed about, so what is the head and discharge relations in power absorbing type of the turbo machines. Thank you.